Good morning. It is November 6th and I am still at Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada. Today I'm doing the Pinnacles Trail, which is a 4.4 mile loop trail. In case you're interested, it's right across from the Atlatl parking lot, but I walked to it from my campground, which is about half a mile away. And it looks like it goes this way. So basically it looks like you're just walking up a wash. So this Valley of Fire State Park is Nevada's very first state park, and it's the largest state park here. So I am maximizing my time, and I'm going to be staying the full 14 days, I think. Seems like there's enough to keep me entertained during this time. So I'm pretty blessed to be here. It's a Sunday morning, so I wanted to choose a trail that probably not too many other people will go on, because I know I see cars going all the time in this park. It is very popular, which is fine, but I love exploring the unpopular trails. This is called high desert country. And since this sign is facing this way and not the other way, this obviously is the way to go. If that makes sense. It's supposed to be a loop trail. So in my last hike, I kind of introduced the 10 Commandments. We're at that part in hiking through the Bible that God wants to tell his people his law and how important it is. So we're going to take one commandment for each hike. So the very first commandment is, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." That is a very good first commandment, don't you think? Incidentally, it was primarily for the purpose in helping sinners to distinguish between good and evil that the decalogue was given largely in negative form. Its recurring "thou shalt not" testifies to the presence of strong tendencies in the heart that must be suppressed. But this negative form implies a large field of moral and spiritual action open to man, and the breadth of character development possible. All right, we're coming up to something interesting here, I think. Well, just some more lovely petrified sand dunes. And it says the trail's up there. No. Up there or here? I can see footprints, so I hope that this is the way it is. Because of its few words, the letter of the law may appear narrow in scope, but the spirit of it is exceedingly broad. Even though the covenant of the 10 Commandments was made with Israel as a whole, the "thou shalt" is a singular verb usage. This shows that God addressed each individual of the nation and required of him obedience to the law. Collective obedience was not sufficient. The 10 Commandments direct their appeal to each man's conscience. I love how you're getting more and more away from civilization. And it's getting pretty warm, so I had to take a layer off of me. But this is really cool. I love this. "Thou shalt have no other gods before me" in the Hebrew idiom literally means "before my face," or "besides me," or "in addition to me," or "in opposition to me." Being the only true God, the Lord requires that he alone be worshipped. You can't worship God and your spouse or your house or a pet. It is God and only God that should have your worship. This concept of but one God was foreign to the polytheistic belief and practice of other nations. Well, this is what I'm looking at right now. I'm a little bit closer to something exciting, I think. God appeals to us to put Him before all else. Mere belief alone will not do, nor even the acknowledgement that He is the one and only God. Okay, this is kind of cool. We owe wholehearted allegiance and devotion to Him as a personal being whom it is our privilege to know, to love, and trust, and with whom we may have blessed fellowship. The terrain is getting definitely a little more rougher and a little bit more pinnacleier. That's pretty cool. Good thing I wore my sturdy shoes. Thank you, trail marker. This is a very cool plant. I don't know if these are dried out or still in bloom. It's definitely a hike, a climb today, but so gorgeous. And there's a little baby choice growing. And we got other cactus here too. Neat. Dependence on something else than God, whether wealth, knowledge, position, or friends, places us in peril. Kind of really spectacular. Can you just imagine the raging river through here when it's monsoon? It really carves it out. It is so hard to fight against the allurements of the world, and so easy to trust in that which is visible and temporal. You got those kind of cacti, and those kind of cacti. Those are beaver tails, I do know that. And this kind of cacti, which is the cholla. Oh, isn't this grand? Yes, that for sure is a barrel cactus. But are those barrel cactus as well? And now we can see where we started out in yonder there. That was such a nice trail. Now this cholla, you do not want to get too close because they jump on you and they'll grab onto you, and it's very painful, I hear. They really get embedded. In our materialistic age, it is not difficult to violate the spirit of this first commandment by putting our trust and confidence in some earthly convenience or comfort, and in so doing forget the one who created the things that we enjoy. Whatever we cherish that tends to lessen our love for God or to interfere with the service due him, of that do we make a god. I won't ask you to put up your hands, but how many of you put other things or even cares of this world ahead of God? I think we all have stumbled with this first commandment. It is a difficult one, but I would encourage you to give your full allegiance and thoughts and motives and heart to God. The Healing Hiker rating for this Pinnacles Loop Trail is definitely a 5 out of 5. On a Sunday morning, I only saw 2 other people. It is very well marked, and I just really enjoy this kind of stuff. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace.